Subscribe now.
Yan! Hello, everybody! Welcome to Spot Pinoy, ang tambayan natin sa Canada. We are now at episode 9.
Wow!
Ang galing!
Bibis na, dami na pala, no?
Oo, naku, tignan nyo naman yung caption dyan sa kanto. Maraming ganyan ang concern yung mga kababayan natin dito sa Canada. Baon sa
yan,
utang! Yan ang sinasabi nila lagi. Yan ang ating pag-uusapan kasama ang ating panauhin na interestingly, parang nung medyo bata-bata pa pala yan dito sa Canada, may pagkapasaway yata no? Ganun ba yung kwento niya?
Parang
Pero,
ganun.
amazing because nakapag-retire siya ng maaga.
Yun,
Thanks to proper, good management ng kanyang finances.
Yeah.
Nakukuha nga tayo ng tips dyan. Okay, ang atin pong guest, baka kilala niyo na rin siya. Meron din po siyang vlog, si Kuya Puto or si Mark Mendoza. Hi, Kuya Puto!
Hi guys! How's everybody? Kumusta kayo
Ayan.
dyan?
Yun, Kuya Puto,
Hi,
welcome.
Kuya.
Welcome sa Spot
Thank
Pinoy.
you.
Well, let's show Kuya Puto's YouTube channel. Ayan.
Aha.
Okay, Puto Mendoza in Canada, 2780.
That's it.
Ayan. Follow nyo rin po siya sa kanyang vlog. Tama ba? Sabi
Thank
si
you.
Mark na nag-chismis sa akin nun, Kuya Puto. Medyo pasaway ka ba nung kabataan mo daw dito sa Canada?
Nung bata ako, mahihain ako eh.
Ah?
Mahihain ako nung bata ako. Altar boy pa nga ako dati kung tutuusin.
Oh?
Yeah, totoo yun. Dahil yung mom ko, pumupunta kami sa simbahan sa Caloocan, Our Lady of Grace. So, part of my duties was to be an altar boy. So, parang anghel ako nun. Pero nung naging teenager, tapos naging, mga 19, 20, it's like I came out of my shell.
Nandito ka na sa Canada nun?
No, dumating ako dito, 7 or 8 years old ako. Like around the mid-80s, parang ganun.
Okay.
Yeah. So, pretty much, parang dito na rin ako lumaki. Kung tutuusin, So,
I see.
yeah.
Ano kay kwento ka naman? What do you mean? What happened nung 1920 ka? What were you yung sinasabi mo?
Dahil nung teenager ako, walang masyadong Pinoy, tsaka, I don't know, pag may Pinoy na kaibigan ka, di ba parang mas patagan loob mo. Dahil nung neighborhood namin dati, puro mga ibang lahi, mga puti, right? So, ginawa ko lang nung bata ako, nasa bahay ako lagi, naging video games. That was yung ginagawa ko dati. Tutusin, napaka-torpe ko nga eh. Pag merong babae nag-hi sa akin, tumatakbo ako eh. Pero, nangyari kasi, I came out of my shell nung nag-umpisa ako magtrabaho sa casino. That is what got me out of my shell. Di ko alam, meron palang, madaldal sa looban ko. Bigla na lang lumabas dahil, pag sa casino ka nagtatrabaho, you work with the public, right? So, you learn how to interact with people. So, slowly but surely, parang nahasa yung madaldal sa looban ng puso ko, bigla na lang lumabas. So, naging ganito ako. So, from torpe to ngayon, I can't even stop sometimes. Sasabihin, napakadaldal ko. So,
Pero pang ilang trabaho mo na yung sa casino, Kuya Puto? Ano ka ba doon nagsimula? Entry level?
no, dahil ganito kasi yan eh. Dahil nung mid-90s, ano na yata na ako nun, parang 17 or 18 yata ako nun. Yung dad ko, nagtatrabaho siya sa casino. So, nangyari, manager siya nun eh. There was, dati dun sa Toronto, merong mga casino na nag-move every 3 days. So, nagsaset up sila sa mga banquet halls doon, right? Tapos, nagte-train sila ng mga dealers. So, yung dad ko, tsaka mga kaibigan niya, they would invite all of these young kids, right? Dun sa basement ng dad ko, meron siyang setup doon, merong mesa ng blackjack. So, tinuturuan sila. So, nakaupo ako doon minsan. Sabi ng dad ko, hoy, sasalang kita. Madali lang to. So, sinubukan ko. And ever since then, nahook na ako. Because of my
Paano
dad.
sinalang, Kuya Puto? Nag-dealer ka?
Nag-dealer muna ako. Lahat ng halos lahat ng tao na nagtatrabaho sa casino, if they're in table games, lahat sila almost magi-start dealer muna.
Oo.
So, nung nag-umpisa ako, I worked for my dad dun sa charity casino sa Toronto, the ones that move every 3 days from banquet hall to banquet hall. Blackjack dealer ako nun, tsaka poker dealer ako. That's how
Oh.
I started. So doon, nahasa ako. You know, this was when, alam niyo, nakita niyong Hold'em poker sa TV.
Aha.
Yeah.
I was dealing that before they even knew how to put that on TV.
Oh, talaga?
Yeah, because that was like mid-90s nun. So yeah, yun ang umpisa ko. Tapos nangyari, pilot program kasi ng gobyerno yun eh. Dahil dati walang casino sa Toronto, walang casino sa Ontario, di ba? So pilot program yun to, I guess, to boost employment, right?
Mhm.
Pero they canceled it after a couple years. Swerte lang, nagbukas yung Casino Niagara noon.
Aha.
So, karamihan ng mga katrabaho ko dun sa charity casino, including me, we applied at Niagara Falls, tapos na-hire kami dahil meron na kaming experience sa blackjack, sa poker, di ba? So, I moved from the charity casinos to Casino Niagara. So, opening team ako doon. Nagtrabaho ako doon maybe a year and a half.
Mhm.
And then after that, yung dad ko sabi, hey, not just my dad, but everybody na katrabaho ko dati sa Casino Niagara, sabi nila, oh, there's this place dito sa Brantford. Magbubukas sila ng casino. Tandaan nyo dati guys, walang ano nun, walang internet.
Mhm.
Okay. Sabi sa akin ng dad ko, eto meron akong fax number. Fax mo, pumunta ka dun sa FedEx, i-fax mo yung copy ng resume mo, tapos maghintay ka, tatawag yun. So pumunta ako sa FedEx, I had a copy of my resume, pinax nila. Walang email nun.
Oo.
Pinax nila, right? So, sure enough, after about 2 weeks siguro, may tumawag sa akin. Sabi sa akin, okay, we're gonna give you an address, and we would love to see you in person. Parang job interview, di ba? Walang GPS dati, right? So I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
Brantford, I
Wow.
still. Dahil sa industry namin, sa casino industry, if you can get in, opening team, mas malaki ang posibilidad na ma-promote ka. Because they need people to fill those positions, right?
Aha.
So I think I was 21 or 20 years old at that time. They offered me table games floor supervisor position. So
Right
promotion
away.
yun.
Aha.
Promotion yun. So I'm like, okay, this is good. Dahil, you know, I'm a 21-year-old kid, you know, I'm gonna wear a suit. They're gonna pay me like a decent salary. And I'm gonna be telling people twice my age what to do. Right?
Tama, ganun nga.
So I hopped in my car. Dati noon, walang GPS, right? Wala pa rin telepono noon. So we had alam mo yung libro, yung map,
Yeah.
binibili sa Canadian Tire or sa gas station. Hinanap ko kung nasan tong Brantford na to. I'm like, where's Brantford? Hindi ko alam kung saan to. So I mapped it. Dati noon, wala pang highway papunta doon eh. Because
Ang hirap, no?
yeah, mahirap dahil hindi pa natatapos yung 403 to connect the main highway to Brantford. So finally, I get there to the address, and you know, we did the whole interview thing, and fortunately enough, natanggap ako as a casino floor supervisor at 20 years old, 21 years old, and I stayed there until 2 years ago. Nung nag-retire ako.
Grabe, no?
So
Yeah, nung
altogether,
nag-pandemic, no, Kuya Puto.
yeah, altogether that's about 26 years.
Nung
Grabe.
nag-retire ka,
Nagtrabaho
Kuya
sa
Puto,
industry.
manager ka na.
Yeah, I stayed in the same position.
Paano yung
Aha.
paano yung interview nun? Ano yun? Papasubukin ka mag-deal, ganun?
No, because nung hinire ako sa Brantford Casino, they hired me as a floor supervisor. So basically, gagawin nila, they're gonna ask you a whole bunch of questions, parang scenario questions, di ba?
Okay.
Aha.
Kung meron kang dealer na binabantayan mo, sinigawan ng player, ano gagawin mo? Kung meron kang nakitang, kunyari, nandadaya, ano yung protocol? Mga scenario questions, ganun, right? Tapos, ano ba yun? Dahil, like, I've never been a supervisor before that day. So,
Yeah.
pero nakikita ko sa trabaho araw-araw dahil yung mga bisor sa Niagara Falls, nasa likuran ko sila nagbabantay sa akin ng dealer ako, di ba? Tsaka mga kaibigan ko rin yun. So basically, they show me the job like every day. So I was very familiar with it. So basically, dun sa job interview, puro scenario questions. Ano gagawin mo kung mangyari to? Ano gagawin mo kung mangyari yun? And you know what? They needed people, so they hired me.
Oh, wow.
Andre, disclaimer hindi namin kayo tuturuan magsugal dito.
No, huwag
Ito
kayo
mga Dre,
magsusugal.
kumbaga,
Ayan.
kung
Huwag
paano
naman kayo
yung isang,
magsusugal. Napakasama niyan. Oh my God. Napakasama
kita nyo
niyan.
mga Dre nagtrabaho sa casino, and yung iba baon sa utang di ba? Pero si Kuya Puto nagtrabaho sa casino, and yet, di ba, kumbaga,
Hindi ako nagsusugal.
di ba?
I am
get
probably I'm one of the very very few people that worked for that long in the industry na hindi nagsusugal.
Yun ang isang sikreto mga Dre.
Yun ang
Kung nasa
sekreto.
casino kayo, di ba? Huwag
Yeah.
niyo subukan.
Dahil kung tutuusin guys, yung mga nagsusugal, karamihan puro nagtatrabaho sa casino eh.
Ganun ba?
Yeah, totoo yan. Totoo yan. Totoo yan.
Oo, iniisip nila mabibit nila yung house dahil they know something, parang ganun, Kuya Puto.
Parang ganon, dahil iisipin nila, you know what, this is what I do every day. Nagdidil ako ng baraha. So, kung tutuusin, dapat alam ko kung paano manalo dito, right? Maling mentality yun dahil isipin nyo guys, kung pumasok kayo sa casino, okay? Pakikita nyo, ang gaganda ng ilaw, di ba? Ang gaganda ng furniture. There's music, ang daming pera, ang daming inumin, ang daming pagkain. Napakasaya, di ba? Yung kuryente. Sino nagbabayad ng kuryente? Sino nagbabayad ng dealer? Sino nagbabayad sa akin? Okay? Wala. Hindi naman parang grocery store yun eh. Pag pumunta ka sa grocery store, di ba? Papasok ka. Bibili ka ng grocery. Paglabas mo, meron kang dala-dala. Ano ba binibenta namin? Sugal. We don't have a physical product, yet yung overhead namin napakalaki and we're like extremely profitable. So saan nanggagaling yung pera para binabayad sa lahat na yun?
Sa mga nagsusugal. Sa mga sugarol.
Sa mga sugarol. That's right. That's right.
Marami na kayong na-experience doon na Kuya Puto na yung talagang nabaon sa utang.
Marami na rin. That's the unfortunate part about sa trabaho ko doon. Like over the years, napakadami ko nang nakita na lulong sa sugal, nasira yung pamilya nila, you know, yung negosyo nila nawala, yung mga bahay nila, mga napundar nila, nalusaw lahat, you know, yung pamilya nila watak-watak, terrible. Meron pa nga minsan namamatay, na-witness namin, like several occasions. You know, mahirap talaga, malupit.
What do you mean? Namamatay?
Nagsusuicide.
Suicide?
Nagpakamatay,
Nagpakamatay, yeah. Nagpakamatay. There's been a couple in the news in the past. I think 2 or 3 incidents, you know, na broadcast siya sa news dahil I think don't quote me on this, dahil napakatagal na, merong nakita sa trunk ng kotse. Tapos merong tumalon sa bridge, you know, mga ganong klaseng incident. It was in the news, you know, in the past. You know, na broadcast siya.
May mga Pilipino, Kuya Puto?
Meron din. Meron din. Pero karamihan ng tao dun sa trabaho ko dati, mga Chinese, mga Vietnamese, mga Cambodian, mga Vietnamese, mahihilig sila magsugal. Meron din mga Pilipino, marami din mga Canadians, yung mga puti, but primarily dati, nung nag-umpisa ako, majority was Asians.
Talaga.
Yung mga Chinese, mahilig sila magsugal. Mga Vietnamese, mahilig sila magsugal. Yeah.
Buti na
Ito
lang.
mga Dre.
Okay, go ahead, Rice.
Mga Dre, ito kasi kumbaga si Kuya Puto, kung yung iba po na hindi pa familiar sa channel ni Kuya Puto, ang maganda po kasi sa istorya niya mga Dre, sa istorya nila, mag-asawa, is nagsimula sila sa humble beginnings mga Dre, kumbaga nagsimula sila sa baba. And kung mapapansin nyo po ngayon, kung susubaybayan nyo o kung sakaling madalaw nyo yung channel ni Kuya Puto, is makikita nyo po kung anong naging resulta nung kung nasaang posisyon na sila ngayon ng buhay mga Dre,
Wala.
no? Yung resulta ng
Ganun pa rin.
pagsisisi.
Ay, nako.
Ganun pa
Humble pa si Kuya Puto eh.
Yan, humble si Kuya
Oo.
Puto.
He is
Humble,
retired. Si Kuya
No,
Puto
ganun pa
basically,
rin.
no?
Hindi
Ganun
Kuya
pa rin.
Puto, I mean, compared dati, kasi napanood ko sa isang vlog mo dati na si Mrs. mo, nung bata-bata pa siya, is parang sa foster home ba yon or
Oh, paano kayo nagkakilala?
parang ganun Kuya
Oh,
Puto eh.
ganun ba? Okay.
If I was to tell the story nung wife ko, yung background story niya, I've said this on mga
Sa vlog
videos ko
niya.
before. Pwede mong ilagay sa Kapuso Ko, Jessica Soho, yung mga ganung story na maaalala
yun.
mo kaya.
Oo.
It was a really, it's a really sad story at the beginning. Like, they had to face so many adversities, right? Dahil, man, it's, parang nakakaiyak talaga dahil, it's like, from wala siyang pamilya. Like, she grew up without basically any parents, di ba? Sila lang magkakapatid talaga, sama-sama sila, tulong-tulong sila. And sa awa ng Diyos, hard work, teamwork, they found their path. But, talagang humble beginnings, like street kid.
Ate Susan.
Yeah. Meron nga siyang story ang sinasabi sa akin dati. Napakahirap daw ng buhay nila sa Pilipinas dati. Nagtira sila sa ilalim ng ping pong table. Dahil yung tinitira nila dati, kamag-anak yata or something, parang naawan na lang sa kanila pero napakadaming tao dun sa tinitira, dun sa kamag-anak nila. There's like so many people living in that house, right? There's no more room for like 4 other kids. Dahil 4 sila magkakapatid. So, the best they could do was to put a ping pong table. Alam mo yung ping pong na malaking table na yun? Sa ilalim sila nakatira. And
Grabe,
like for a couple months. That's why si Mrs. ko, not one word of a lie. Every time she sees a ping pong table, naiiyak.
Oh, talaga. How
Yeah.
did she end up in Canada, Kuya Puto?
Well, originally, si Mrs. ko, Chinese kasi, mahaba to. This is gonna be a long story.
Si Ate Susan kasi nahiya
Okay.
pa, oh.
Oo nga eh.
Ganito
In-invite namin
ganito yan. So, yung misis ko, half Chinese siya. Yung dad niya Chinese, yung mom niya Filipina. So, nung pinanganak siya, I guess the story I was told, hindi daw matanggap ng Chinese family niya dahil half Filipina siya, right? I guess ganun yata sa Pilipinas. So, even though the parents were sort of kind of good, nag-divorce because the Chinese side did not approve of the marriage, right? So, naging single mom yung biyenan ko, right? 4 sila. At that time, how do you support basically 4 kids, single mom in the Philippines? Ang hirap nun, right? So, pumunta sila sa probinsya. Tapos yung lola nila ang nag-alaga sa kanila and somehow, some way, yung mom niya was able to come to Canada as a caregiver. Like this was like way early, like early 80s yata, or like late 70s, mga ganon. And by the grace of God, they were able to follow like years after. Pero na naglanding sila dito, isipin nyo guys, this is like mid-80s, like around that time. Single mom, 4 kids. How do you support that? How do you support that? So lahat ng kahirapan pinagdaanan nila just to survive. Diba? And then, like I said, sa awa ng Diyos and sa awa ng ibang tao na nakatulong, along the way, they were able to find their path.
Wow. And
dahil nung
now,
na-meet ko si Mrs.,
Yun.
not one word of a lie, naka-welfare yan.
Paano mo nakakilala, Kuya Puto?
Okay, so ganito yan.
Ito na yung exciting part, mga Andre, ha?
Ganito yan,
Dito na magsisimula yung power couple, eh.
Yes, ganito yan. So, when I first started working sa Brantford Casino, meron akong kaibigan, si Tess. She's Filipina also. At that time, she was going through a lot of problems with her boyfriend. So, ako yung naging confidant niya, right? So sabi niya sa akin, Mark, may girlfriend ka ba? I go, here, there, and everywhere. Sabi niya,
Okay,
sabi sa akin ni Tess, you've been so good to me like a big brother, I mean, you should settle down. I have a friend nakatira sa Scarborough.
Aha.
Maybe you'd want to meet her. Sabi ko, I got no time because, between work, my friend, my other special friend, and that other special friend.
Playboy to,
Wala akong
playboy.
time.
Yung palang pagiging pasaway na sinasabi
Sabi
niya.
Tandaan nyo guys, I'm like in my early 20s, right? Lahat ng
Yeah.
tao, lahat naman ng lalaki, I guess,
Yes.
dadaanan yun, right? So, I think it was a Friday night, pareho kaming walang pasok ni Tess. Sabi niya sa akin, Mark, come on, go meet my friend. I'll drive you to Scarborough. I'll even pay for the dinner. I'm like, okay, libre. Ayos yun. So, I hopped into Tess's car. She drove me to Scarborough.
Aha.
Nakita ko siya. Doon ko na-meet si Susan. Pumunta kami sa Tim Hortons. Tapos noon, hi. Iniisip ko, I'm like, oh my God. Paano kung gagawin to? Napakalayo na Scarborough. This is like an hour and 20 minutes. I mean, I don't need to drive an hour and 20 minutes to go meet a girl. I'd rather stay local or I'd rather have the girl come to me.
Diba?
Aha.
Yun ang first na pumunta sa utak ko dahil napakalayo ng Scarborough from Brantford. Okay? So, we went out for dinner after that. Yung kaibigan ko si Tess, siya nagbayad. So, ayos. Anyways, that was our first meeting. Tapos wala akong naramdaman masyado noon dahil we were both young and whatever. So, I went back home. Tapos tinawagan ko siya like 2 or 3 days after. Dahil dati nung bata ako, yun ang trick ko eh. Whenever I meet a girl, I wait 2 days minimum. 2 days minimum. I don't call. Hindi ako tatawag dahil if I call too early, baka sabihin desperado ako. I'm not. Well, anyways, tinawagan ko siya, after 2 or 3 days. Sabi kong ganon, you know what? May Christmas party yung work ko. Why don't you come with me? It's parang second meeting namin yun, right? So she said yes. So, drove to Brantford, went to the Christmas party. Ganda ng date ko. At that time, you have to understand, pareho pa kaming payat nun eh. Bata pa kami, right?
Hindi ba malaki na yung katawan mo noon, Kuya Puto?
No, lagi ako mataba. Lagi naman ako mataba eh, But, I try to work out. Anyways, we went to the Christmas party. Tapos meron akong, I don't know, like I started, tinignan ko siya. I'm like, ang bait naman itong babaeng to. I mean, I don't know what it is, but there's something inside her that I really, really like. I can't point at it. Di ko lang malaman. So, natapos yung Christmas party. Tinawagan ko siya ulit. Sabi ko, hey, what are you doing right now? Sabado yata nun. Sabi ko, wala. So, do you want to go out for coffee? Sabi ko, I'll drive to Scarborough. Tandaan nyo, it's 1 hour and 20 minutes to get to our house from Brantford. From my apartment dun sa Brantford to Scarborough, it's 1 hour and 20 minutes. Pero merong nagsabi sa dibdib ko or sa tiyan ko, sa ulo ko, meron ako narinig eh. Sabi, you have to like pursue this. There's something special with this. Tandaan nyo guys, I don't have to go to Scarborough. I had a girlfriend in every area code back in the day. No. Anyways, I drove to Scarborough. Ano yata noon around that time, medyo malungkot ako dahil yung lola ko yata may sakit. Like that was around the time, right? So pumunta kami sa Tim Hortons. Tinanong niya ako, ba't nagda-drive ka dito? Napakalayo. Sabi ko, I don't know. I really don't know. Alam ko lang, pagkasama kita, patagal loob ko. No, totoo yun. I can be myself.
Wala kasama yun, ha?
No,
Wala kasama bola.
Yeah, no, hindi bola yun. Totoo yun. Sabi ko sa
talagang
kanya,
yun
I can
nararamdaman
be
mo.
myself. I don't have to pretend that I have to, impress you. Dahil parang may connection talaga eh. Doon ko naramdaman eh. Sabi, totoo ba yan? Sabi niya sa akin. Tandaan niyo, dati hindi ako masyadong nagtatagalog. Sa kanya ako natuto magtagalog. Okay?
Oh.
So tinatagalog niya ako, sabi niya, oh, bolero ka, hindi naman totoo yan, blah, 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 blah. Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, and to this day, I always tell her this. Tandaan mo, sabi ko sa kanya, I don't know what it is, but there's something about you. There's like a voice coming from my gut telling me that I don't know how, I don't know when, but one day you're going to be my ticket out of poverty.
Oh. Oh, yan na tayo
Kala ko
sumeboy,
kikiligin na si
Kasi,
Ina sa sasabihin mo, Kuya
halfway
Puto
na
eh.
tayo
No,
eh.
totoo yan. Hanggang ngayon, I
Oo.
always try to remind her. Tandaan mo, nung third date yata natin yun, nandun tayo sa harapan ng Tim Hortons, tapos tinanong mo sa akin kung bakit nagdadrive ako sa Scarborough, napakalayo, and I told you, I don't know how, I don't know why, but there's a voice in my gut telling me that one day you're gonna be my ticket out of poverty. And you know what? It's the best investment I've ever made in my life.
Ayan. Oo, i-segue na natin. Baka kasi yung mga viewers sabihin, ano ba yan? Hindi na si Kuya Puto yung pinag-uusapan natin. But si Ate Susan is very relevant sa kanilalagyan kasi ng buhay din, of course, ni Kuya Puto.
Oo, mga Dre.
Oo.
Yun.
Si
Yeah.
Kuya Puto's wife eventually became a successful mortgage broker.
Okay.
And so successful that she was able to basically retire, Kuya Puto, di ba? Parang nag-decide silang mag-asawa na, sige, si Mrs. muna ang magtutuloy ng trabaho. Kuya Puto
Will
left
run the
his
house. Yeah.
work
Yes.
of more than 20 years to stay at home and attend to everything else, di ba, Kuya Puto?
Yes. I would
Oh,
not
diba?
be in the position that I'm in right now kundi dahil po sa kanya. Yun ang katotohanan. That's
Oh.
why every day when I wake up in the morning, I thank the Lord God that the universe allowed us to meet each other.
Yeah. But, ay, sorry, Mark. May sabihin ako. Go
Hindi.
ahead. Sige.
Yun nga yung sinasabi ko sa kay Lani, sabi ko nung ito talaga idol ko. Ito yung gusto kong mangyari, yung mag-retire ng maaga. Katulad ni Kuya
Oo.
Puto.
Correct. Sana
Idol.
all. At
Idol
40,
talaga,
how old were
idol.
you, Kuya Puto, when you left your
45.
work? 45, di ba? Batang-bata pa.
Pero
But
matagal
of
din
course,
sa casino.
let's not belittle naman yung contribution ni Kuya
Oo,
ni
malaking
Kuya
contribution ni
Puto.
Kuya Puto. Yeah.
Kasi naalala, na-interview ko na rin si Kuya Puto. Episode is coming up soon also in a nutshell. Doon sa 20 plus years, Kuya Puto, na you were working, they were very wise sa pag-handle din ng kanilang finances. So, hindi sa sinusuportahan
Hindi
lang
lagi.
Hindi lagi. Okay. Pero hindi naman, baka isipin, sinusuportahan lang kasi ni Mrs. Hindi. They also made some wise financial decisions when he was working na tumutulong din sa kanila ngayon. Sige, yan, Kuya Puto, can you explain to us how did you manage your money? Dahil alam mo naman, ang problema ng maraming Pilipino sa Canada, baon sa utang. Utang dito, utang doon. Credit card dito, credit card doon.
Ito muna, napanood ko kasi yung episode ni Kuya Puto na kung saan meron silang bahay, tapos binenta nila, tapos kung paano niya nalusta yung pera.
Ay, gano'n.
Kung paano niya inubos yung pera dahil lang sa Kuya Puto.
Okay, ganito nangyari, right? So, pagbata, sa eskwelahan hindi naman tinuturo yung financial literacy, di ba?
Yeah,
They should sa high school, but they don't.
sadly.
So,
yeah.
kami ni Mrs. trial and error lahat. Like from the very beginning. As in, nung nag-umpisa kami, we were bad. We were so bad. We did not know how to handle money. Pero, you have to go through that and able to learn the proper way, di ba? Sabi nga ni Kuya Rice, yung isang video ko, nandun pa yon. Yung pinakaunang bahay namin na binili namin, na binenta namin, which we shouldn't have sold, but we sold it. I think the lawyer cut us a check for $65,000. Okay? Pareho kami, we were in our mid-20s or something like that, right? So ano ba alam namin? Wala. Alam lang namin, meron kaming check for $65,000, right? So ginawa ako, bumili ako ng kotse, 50,000. Si Missy bumili ng mga bag. So gusta. So isipin nyo guys, nagtira kami yata dun sa bahay na yun for 5 years. Tapos niraspag namin yung pinagbilan in like 5 days.
Grabe, no?
But we learned from that experience.
Yeah.
That was a learning experience. We learned from that. So, sa amin kasi ni Mrs. ganito, right? From early on, I think I told Ina this before. alam ko ako, I don't have the talent, I don't have the skill. I acknowledge the fact early on na si Mrs. Siya yung merong talent sa aming dalawa. Siya yung merong galing. Ako, worker lang ako. Hanggang dun lang ako. Hanggang dun lang ako.
Mm.
Okay? So, ginawa ko, I made sure that whatever she wanted to pursue, I would be her number one cheerleader. Okay? And I would support it 1,000% and have full confidence sa focus niya. Dahil alam ko siya yung meron, she's the one with a gift, not me. But I know for a fact, between the two of us, I'm the one that's organized, I'm the one with the OCD, I'm the one that's better in managing things. So I supported whatever it is that she wanted to do. And thank God, pinalad po kami. She thrived in her line of work.
Mhm.
But she can't do what she does without me, and I can definitely not do what I do without her. Kailangan teamwork yan.
Teamwork talaga.
And along the way, tandaan niyo, 25 years. Like, we've been together 23 years. But respective careers, ako, 26 years sa casino, si Mrs., about 25 years in the financial industry, right? So along the way, nakakilala kami ng madaming mentors. Dahil we truly believe na if you surround yourself with the right people, in future nyo magiging ganun din. Like,
Correct.
we're very, very careful with who we allow sa inner circle namin. Dahil parang cancer yan eh. Sabi nga nung lola ko nung bata ako, Mark, gusto mong malaman kung ano yung future mo? Pakita mo sa akin 5 kaibigan mo. And I will tell you how you will end up. Napakatotoo nun. So if you surround yourself with toxic, negative people, pati ikaw magiging toxic ka, pati ikaw magiging negative ka. But if you surround yourself with people that are trying to put a dent in this world, guess what? Mahahawa ka rin sa kanila. And if success is what they want, if success is, what they thrive for, magiging ganun ka rin. So, naswertihan namin dahil dun sa career niya, maraming mga financial advisors kami na nakilala, maraming mga real estate people kaming nakilala, maraming mga investors kaming nakilala. And, slowly but surely along the way, yung mga naging kakilala namin, naging mga kaibigan din namin. And, they would show us things of paano nilang ginawa to, paano nilang ginawa yon. And in our own little way, ginaya namin. And over time, it paid off. It really did.
Yan.
And nung nag-pandemic, ano tawag nun? Yung casino,
Nagsara.
hindi ko naisip na magsasara. We always thought that the casino industry was recession-proof. Dahil when there's misery out there, busy kami.
Mhm. Oo
Totoo.
nga.
Pag mahirap ang buhay sa labas, napaka-busy namin.
Marami nagbabakasakali eh.
Tama. But unfortunately, the government proved us very wrong. So, around that time, sabi sa akin ni Mrs., okay, mag-go off na naman yung casino for 4 months. Sa bahay ka na lang. So, sinubukan ko. Nangyari, napansin namin, lahat ng hindi niya na kailangan gawin, ako gumagawa so she can focus 1,000% on her business. Gumagana. It works better. So sabi niya sa akin, huwag ka nang bumalik. Pero but before we decided to do that, we sat down. Okay, I think I think I just made a video about this recently. 3 things. Real estate, portfolio investments. Yun ang and yung nakuha kong pension dun sa trabaho ko.
Yan.
Those are the 3 reasons why we were able to do what we did with me or what she did for me. Dahil around the time ng COVID, we sat down on the table, right? Kinalculate namin kung magkano yung kita ko sa casino. So, X amount of dollars right here, di ba? Tapos, kinalculate namin kung magkano yung nakukuha namin dun sa real estate investments namin. And we calculated kung ano yung nakukuha namin dun sa portfolio namin. And hindi ko alam pala, nung like in my early 20s when I signed up to be a supervisor at the casino, part of my employment package was the pension.
Mhm.
Di ko alam, nag-sign pala ako nun. So
Mhm.
nangyayari dati, 4% of every paycheck that I get, or one, you know how you get paid twice a month, di ba?
Mhm.
Yes.
So one paycheck out of every month, 4% kakaltasin ng casino and they match it. So isipin nyo, for 26 years, they keep on doing that, compound ng compound yon. Hindi ko alam. I didn't even know I signed up for it.
Mhm. So it was a nice surprise nung nagano when you
So,
left, gano'n?
yes. So nung nag-resign ako for my retirement, tumawag sa akin yung pension board. And they basically gave me a number. And that number was good enough to retire me.
Yan,
Galing.
So,
saya.
like I said, between real estate and our portfolio investments and the pension money that I got from my working there for 26 years, we were able to do what we do. Dahil parang na-match na rin yung sweldo ko sa trabaho. Parang gano'n na rin.
Ang galing, sana all.
Ano?
Ano ba
Kuya
yan?
Puto, yung portfolio mo, nagpa-passive income yun, ano talaga, na kumikita talaga siya ng ano, no?
Well,
Yun-
it's enough. It's enough to pay for the overhead. It's enough to pay for like our everyday stuff, right? Dahil you have to understand, si misis ko nagtatrabaho pa rin, di ba?
Mhm.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
So, basta sinabi niya sa akin, basta yung sinusweldo ko dati, kung malapit na yung numero dun sa nakukuha namin dun sa mga investments namin sa real estate and the pension, ayos na yun.
Pero
Because
Kuya
yung
Puto,
value ko nandito.
parang napanood ko nag-ano ka pa, parang nagtrabaho ka pa.
Well, ganito yan. Nung COVID, di ba?
Oo.
Yung casinos, sarado bukas, sarado bukas, sarado bukas. Sabi sa akin ni Mrs., go take a mortgage course. So I did.
Hmm.
Dahil I had a lot of time in my hands. Dahil yung casino, sarado bukas, sarado bukas, sarado bukas, right? So, through connections ni Mrs., Bank of Montreal actually hired me to become a mortgage specialist. And I did that for several months.
Mhm.
Oh.
So, malakas yung loob ko na mag-quit dun sa casino, even though I've been there for so long, because I knew I already had a job somewhere else that I can go full time with anytime I wanted. So, nung nagsarado yung casino, I started working full time for Bank of Montreal as a mortgage specialist. Similar dun sa ginagawa ni Mrs. And then, nung nagbukas ulit yung casino, tinawagan ako. Sabi sa akin, Mark, okay, come back. We're gonna be open this Tuesday. That's when I gave them the speech. Look, you know what? It's been a fun ride.
No,
I,
grabe,
I,
tagal
I
kasi,
chose
no?
to do something else because, I don't see this industry being as stable as what it used to be, when we were younger. And, I want to take this opportunity to open up a new chapter in my life. So ginawa ko yon. That didn't last though. Dahil
Mm.
napansin namin, when I went full-time with BMO, si Mrs. ko nandun, ako nandito. We didn't speak for about 2 months.
Oh?
Dahil I was busy. No, because I was busy training. I was busy working. I was busy trying to establish my brand, my own brand.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
she came up to me one morning. She said to me, man, ano ba itong ginagawa natin? If this continues on, we're going to end up getting divorced because walang gumagawa walang naglilinis ng plato. Walang nagwawalis.
Oo.
Gusto kitang utusan, nakaupo ka dyan sa computer mo, hindi ka gumagalaw. Besides, what brand are you trying to build? I already have a brand, sabi ni Mrs. And naisip ko, you know what, she's right. So why don't we go back to the original plan, okay? Let me do all of the things that you don't have to do. That way you can focus 1,000% on what you need to do. Since between, like I said, real estate, portfolio investments, and yung pension na nakuha ko sa trabaho, covered na naman yung sweldo ko. Yung sweldo na nakukuha ko sa casino dati, di ba? So that's when I fully retired. So that was June of, actually, June yata yun? June or July
Last
of
year,
that month, 2021, I think, or 2022. I can't
22.
remember. Yeah, parang ganun, yeah.
Aha.
Yeah.
Oh, can you tell us, Kuya Puto, about your spending habits? I'm sure nakatulong pa rin yun, all this time.
Kuripot ako.
Although you guys were both
Your-
earning. Sorry, what did I say? May
Sabi
sinabi
ko,
ba ako?
kuripot ako.
Okay. Yan. I think you should give us, what you think are the most common mistakes na ginagawa ng mga kababayan natin, that may be preventing them from being financially free, o mga ganyan, or
Do
comfortable.
you really want to talk about this? Dahil ba mambash tayo neto?
Ganun.
Habang yung conversation na to.
Oh, that's fine. At least they will know the truth, Kuya Puto. Kasi
Oo.
baka isipin ng tao, especially yung mga, ako, follower mo ako eh. Ang dami mo sasakyan.
Oo.
Tapos meron kang toys collection, yung mga Voltis 5 mo, yung mga ganyan.
Yeah.
So, paanong,
Diskarte.
kuripot ka and yet you have those things?
Oo.
Well, okay, dun sa collection ko, like, big secret, ito na, I collect robots, Transformers, Voltes 5. I've been doing, I know, it's, when I tell that to people, they look at me weird, right? Like, no, it doesn't match. It doesn't, but I do. Anyways,
Maraming
okay.
may ganun, oo. Maraming mahilig dyan, oo.
So, sa amin kasi ni Mrs. ganito, we tried so many different dynamics, who, like, how to handle money within the family. And napansin namin, dahil dati kasi, separate yung bank account ko, separate yung bank account niya, right? And we just make sure na merong isang bank account where money comes in, and that's where the bills come out from. Hindi gumagana yun eh. Not for us anyways. So, we tried other ways, right? Pero napansin namin sa amin, it works best if we pool all of the income together in one bank account and bibigyan ko siya ng allowance and bibigyan niya ako ng allowance. So it works best pag ganun ang ginagawa namin. So kunyari, every 2 weeks, right? Pag may sweldo, I give her X amount of dollars and she gives me X amount of dollars. And yun lang ang pera ko for 2 weeks and yun lang ang pera niya for 2 weeks until, we get paid again. So pag naubos yun, maghihintay ka. Okay? Kahit gaano mo gustong bilhin yung gusto mong bilhin, maghihintay ka. So you have to, like, train yourself to do that, right? Like, kung tutusin, pwede siyang kumuha dun sa main bank account or pwede ako kumuha dun sa main bank account just to satisfy that urge. But we trained ourselves not to do that. So, kunyari, gusto kong bumili ng Voltes 5. Okay? And I know it's gonna take maybe 3 or 4 months for me to not touch my allowance. Save ko yun. So, hihintayin ko hanggang lumaki yung allowance ko to the point where I can afford to buy the Voltes 5. But I don't buy the Voltes 5 before I'm able to save enough for my allowance. Yun ang
Disiplina
ginagawa
talaga,
namin. And that works. That works for us.
Yeah. Disiplina. Mahirap nga.
Mahirap.
Yeah.
Dahil natuto kami dun sa ginawa naming kabalastugan nung binenta namin yung unang bahay namin eh. Isipin nyo, like, nagtira kami doon 5 years. Tapos nilaspag namin yung pera 5 days.
5 days lang, no?
So natuto kami doon. So ngayon, it's, ano tawag doon, Kuya Rice, yung delayed gratification. We practice that. Tsaka, nung kabataan namin, we made enough mistakes. Like buying, like, brand name, whatever, mga sapatos, mga damit, mga bag, mga ganun-ganon. Pinagdaanan na namin yun nung bata kami and we realized how big of a mistake that was.
Ang maganda, maaga kayong natuto.
It was an expensive lesson at the beginning, but natuto po kami. Basta matututo kayo dahil lahat naman tayo magkakamali. Pero if you can treat it not a mistake, instead treat it like a learning experience, mas mabuti yun. Because you learn later on in life, right? Dapat, ay yung ginawa ko dati, mali. So ngayon, ito gagawin ko para tama.
Pero parang sabi nga ni Kuya Puto, parang yung pinakamalaking naging impact is yung mga taong nakapaligid talaga sa kanila, di ba?
Oo, naniniwala
yeah.
ako
Yung
doon sa
mentors
nila.
sinasabi niya na yun. Oo.
Yeah.
Totoo yan.
Mga
Dahil yung ang tawag doon, kung di namin nakilala yung mga tumulong sa amin along
Yeah.
the way, we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in right now. Kahit pardon my expression, kahit yung mga epal na nakilala namin in the past, they contributed to us being where we are right now. So kailangan, kahit yung mga masamang nangyari, kahit yung mga magagandang nangyari, lahat yung kailangan mangyari for you to be able to be where you are right now. Meron nga si Mrs. ko dati, matatawa kayo. You know? Meron siyang manager dati. Siguro, I don't know, maybe she was jealous sa Mrs. ko because, you know, she was a go-getter. She was climbing up the corporate ladder real quick, right? But she was her direct manager. Pinahirapan si Mrs. ko. As in, pinahirapan to the point where we actually had to quit that job and move somewhere else. At that time, galit na galit po ako. Like, I've never had so much hate for a person. Lalo na, because alam ko, pinahirapan niya yung Mrs. ko. Parang sadyang-sadya. Pero ngayon, if I was to meet that lady, I would give her such a big hug. Because kung di niya ginawa yung kasamaan niya at that time, it never would have pushed us to come out of our comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because for every bad opportunity of sa tingin niyo bad siguro at that time, there's always a door that opens, you know, that's even better for you. And all you have to do is make the jump. Pero hindi po namin alam yun. At that time, gusto ko lang patayin talaga yung babae.
Galit na galit ka. Galit na galit.
But truth be told, right now, kahit si Mrs. sabi niya sa akin, if we saw that manager of mine right now, I would give her such a big hug and a kiss. Dahil kung di siya naging masama sa akin dati, di tayo umalis dun.
Hindi Pilipino yan, Kuya Puto
Di Pilipino. Di Pilipino.
Hindi Pilipino.
So, like I said, kahit epal sila, don't feel so bad. Because siguro, it's the universe telling you, kailangan mangyari muna to.
Yeah.
Para mapunta ka dito.
Pero Kuya Puto, meron din kayong luho. Napanood ko yung vlog mo na luho. Parehas tayo
Ang kinataba ko nga ngayon because of that.
luho namin. Yung luho ng pamilya nila, tsaka luho ng pamilya, parehas.
Pagkain.
Pagkain. Oh yeah, pagkain. Dahil
Nagugulat ako pag pumupunta siya si Kuya Puto sa doon sa bilihan niya ng ulam. Kasi kung bumili siya ng ulam,
ang dami.
2 weeks Lutong
No,
ulam.
dahil mura. Mas mura. Because ako yung nag-grocery dito. Well, I'm everything now. I'm the chef, I'm the grocery getter, you know, I'm the driver, I'm everything, right? So pag sinabi nila gutom sila, ibig sabihin nun, kailangan pumunta pa ako sa grocery store, kailangan magluto pa ako, ganon, right? Tutuusin nga, mas mahal pa yun kung yung gagawin ninyo Dahil there's a Filipino store malapit sa amin. Tawag Rico's Filipino Fine Foods. So doon nagbebenta sila ng mga lutong ulam na. Parang dun sa pinupuntahan mo, Kuya Rice, di ba? Merong ganon, yung parang turo-turo. So, excuse me. So, nagbebenta sila container. $11. So, gagawin ko, bibili kong mga 5 or 6 or 7 putahe. $11 each. So, under $100, di ba? Kung pupunta ako, kunyari, sa grocery store, sasabihin ni Mrs., magluto ka ng nilaga. Pupunta akong grocery store, kukuha ako ng ingredients. Gagasta ako mga $80 siguro. Tapos, uuwi ko, luluto ko pa. Tapos, kakainin namin nilagang yun for 4 days. You know? Ang mahal pa. Pero kung pupunta ako dun sa turo-turo, for under $100, mayroon akong 7 or 8 na putahe, and freeze ko na lang. Tapos, pag gutom sila, I just heat it up. Boom. Tapos. Mas cost-effective, di ba?
Aha.
Pero tama ka, Kuya Mark. Pareho tayo. Mahilig kumain.
Oo, sa Sa Chinese food, napapanood namin yung yung vlog niya, yung last nga, yung ang hilig nila sa Chinese food, parehas kami, ganun.
Oh,
Medyo,
yeah. Yeah.
kano yung ganun doon sa lugar nyo? Kasi
Ano kay Mark? Ano sabi niyo?
mahal na ngayon sa mga Chinese restaurant, di ba?
Oh,
Last na,
yeah. Well,
mahal.
depende kung saan ka pupunta. Napansin ko sa Chinese food, ganito. Pag pumunta ka sa Chinese restaurant, tapos madumi, tapos yung ginagawa nilang placemat, yung table cover, yung white garbage plastic, masarap ang pagkain.
Mas masarap. Oo nga.
Oh,
Yeah, masarap ang pagkain. Mas madumi yung restaurant sa Chinese, mas masarap yung pagkain nila.
Narinig ko na yan. Oo
Pag pumunta ka sa high-end, oh my God, magbabayad ka triple, 4 times the price, tapos paglabas mo, oh, ano yung nangyari? Ba't ganito bayad natin ng mahal? Di naman masarap. So yan,
Oo.
kaya
Ganun
hinahanap
kaya,
namin yung misis lagi yung mga madudumi.
Hindi sila sa bagay, hindi nagre-renovate, no, yung mga parang ganun, parang may kinalaman, sabi nila hindi masyadong nagre-renovate. Mas luma yung restaurant,
Yeah.
mas okay.
So, sa Mississauga, doon ako lumaki, right? Mississauga, Oakville. Merong isang Chinese restaurant doon. Can I say the name?
Oo naman.
okay.
It's called Tremendous. Tremendous Restaurant. So, mula pa nung, I think I was like 11 or 10 years old, doon ako dinadala ng dad ko. Nandun pa rin hanggang ngayon because it's like really popular sa Mississauga. They do dim sum, tsaka yung mga, like all typical Chinese food, right? Talagang masarap tsaka mura. Nung bata ako, tatandaan ko, dadalhin ako nung mom tsaka dad ko doon. Yung carpet nila, gray. Ngayon, I'm 48 years old.
Itim nga.
Dadalhin ko yung pamilya ko doon. Yung carpet pa nila, gray pa rin.
Yung parang
Pero, masarap yung pagkain dahil mura. So, it proves my theory. Mas madumi yung restaurant. Mas masarap yung pagkain.
Masubukan
Hindi naman marumi yung pagkain, basically, no?
Yeah!
Yung place lang.
Yung place lang. Yung place
Oo.
lang.
Gaano ka kakuripot, Kuya Puto? Sabi
Ako?
mo kasi kuripot ka eh.
Okay.
Kaya,
Pag mag-grocery shopping ako, okay? Tapos, kunyari pumunta ako sa Food Basics. Minsan hindi sila nagpa-price match. Okay? Kunyari yung itlog sa Food Basics, $5. Pero sa North Frills, palagay nyo nang nakasale ng $3. I will drive 20 minutes the other way. So, para makasave ako ng $2. Tapos, sisigawan ako ng misis ko, sasabihin sa akin, tanga ka ba? Yung gasolina mo, yung oras mo. Sabi ko, no, I don't care. It's the principle. Because I know I got it for $2 cheaper. Ganun ako kakuripot.
oo nga. Iisipin ko rin kasi yung oras tsaka yung gas eh. So,
Tama. But sa akin, wala akong pakialam because I want to get that discount for $2. Ganun ako kakuripot. Tsaka yung, di ba sabi niyo, tinanong niyo sa akin earlier, ano ba yung ginagawa ng mga Pilipino na hindi maganda kaya hindi sila makaangat? Yung mga name brand na yan, man, kalimutan ninyo yan. Nobody really cares. Nobody really looks. Nobody looks. Ako, not one word of a lie. If you look at all of my videos, lagi ako nakasuot ng black V-neck t-shirt. Dahil yun ang uniform ko. Binibili ko yun sa Giant Tiger, $6 each. You know, I wear that every day. You know, I have like 10 or 12 different, mga 10 yata, pare-pareho sila black V-neck t-shirt. Yun na lang sinusuot ko, wala na akong pakialam. Basta decente, malinis, mabango, hindi mabaho, ayos na yun. You know? Pero yung mga tao, iba, bibili sila. Oh, it has to be like Gucci, it has to be Prada, it has to be Louis. You know, at the end of the day, nobody really cares. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
The
Nobody
richest
cares.
men, di ba? Sino ba to? The owner of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. Lagi lang naka-round neck na t-shirt yan. Si Steve Jobs, founder ng Apple. Itim na t-shirt lang din yan because they don't care. And
No,
ayaw na
because-
nilang isipin kung ano pa yung pipiliin nilang susuotin
Like, you'll get to a point, lalo na pag tumanda na yung tao, katulad ko, ako, I'm almost 50, right? Like, what do I have to prove to anybody? Nothing. Nothing. You know, pag bibili ba ako ng Prada, Louis, or Gucci, like, titignan ako ng ibang tao, do I really care? No. So, ba't magsasayang ako ng pera doon? You know?
Mhm.
So, we started to shift the mindset, right? Instead na sasayangin mo yung pera doon, maghanap ka ng way para maggasta mo yung perang yun para dumoble o lumago. Dahil pag bumili ka ng Louis, wala na. Pag bumili ka ng Prada, wala na.
Sabi
Yeah.
nga nila, ang may impress mo lang sa mga mamahaling gamit is yung mga walang pera. Diba?
Oh.
So, what's the point? Ba't ka magpapa-impress sa kanila?
But
Diba?
then, to their defense, naiintindihan ko. Because lahat naman tayo bata at one point, right? And we
Yeah.
want to experience all of those things. Kaya lang, if you get stuck with that mentality,
Yeah.
hanggang tumanda
It's a
ka, yun
bad
ang
habit.
mali.
Mhm.
Like, there's nothing wrong to experience that. That's part of life, di ba?
Oo.
Pero, you need to change. At a certain point in life, you need to change and you need to figure out kung ano yung importante sa buhay.
Oo.
Tsaka napansin ko rin, kasi nga dito, mostly yung mga tao talagang brand bag, especially yung mga babae, bag, kailangan. May mga pangalan. So, nasa Pilipinas ako. Nung nag-aano pa ako, nagko-commute ako palagi, pinagmamasdan ko yung mga suot ng tao. So, okay, naka-Michael Kors, naka-Gucci. So, who's wearing what, di ba?
Yeah.
Original or imitation, it doesn't matter. Walang pakialam yung tao.
Wala.
They're so busy with their own problems na they
Oo.
don't care kung naka-original ka or naka-imitation ka.
Oo.
Mag-iingat kayo dun sa mga nakikita nyo sa daan minsan, yung mga nakachinelas lang, yung mga naka-shorts lang, yung mga nakasando lang. Kung tutuusin, yung pa siguro ang,
May pera.
yeah.
Totoo.
Oo yan.
Totoo yan.
Because you know what? They hit a certain point in their life. What do I have to prove?
Yeah, exactly.
Who am I trying to impress? You know?
Yeah.
So they get to that point, right? Wala na silang talagang pakialam because there's nothing else to prove.
Mhm.
Pero
Bibili
yung,
ka ng, what, $500 na wallet, tapos ang laman ng wallet mo, $10.
Oo nga.
What
Oo.
the heck?
Ako,
Eh,
Kuya
paano
Puto,
pati,
I'm
alam mo,
curious.
Kuya Rons, pati yung mga kotse-kotse, dahil
Mm.
napansin ko tayong mga Pinoy, mahilig tayo sa kotse, right?
Ah.
It's part of the culture. Ang dami kong kilala, ang gaganda ng kotse nila, pero doon sila nakatira.
Grabe, doon na lang.
Hindi yan. Dito sa street namin, no? Sabi ko,
Sinusulit daw nila, Kuya Puto.
kasi paupahan karaniwan dito, no? Paupahan na hindi naman kagandahan yung mga bahay dito. Alam ko naman yung, kumbaga may idea ako sa kalidad ng mga bahay dito. Pero nakikita mo yung mga nakaparada, BMW, Audi. Oh, really?
Oo.
Alam niyo dati, nung bata ako, pag nakakita ako ng magandang kotse,
Na-impress ka.
naglalaway ako.
Oo.
Okay? Pag nakakita ako ng magandang bahay, I'm like, di ko man lang pinapansin. Dahil, it's not important sa bata, di ba? Ngayon, tumanda ako, papansin ko, pag nakakita ako ng magandang kotse sa daan, the first thing that comes to my head, magkano kaya insurance mo? Magkano kaya yung monthly mo? Magkano yung
Parehas
biweekly
tayo.
mo? Magkano yung maintenance mo? Magkano yung gasolina mo? Tapos, kunyari kami ni Mrs., nagda-drive kami, and then we end up in like a nice neighborhood with like nice houses and stuff. Imbis na isipin ko, dati iniisip ko, nanalo lang ng lottery yan. May pinamana yan, ganun. Ngayon iniisip ko, anong klaseng trabaho kaya meron tong taon to
Oo, no?
para
Para
ma-afford
ma-afford
niya yun?
niya.
Exactly.
Mm.
Ay, yung mindset mo, nag-shift eh. Nagpipivot yung mindset mo pag tumatanda ka na, di ba? So, you don't look at things the same way as you used to pag bata ka.
Mhm.
Yun ang
Correct.
napansin ko pag tumatanda. Kaming dalawa, matanda na kami.
Ayan. Ay, ang dami ko pa actually gusto itanong pero tingnan nyo, 1 oras na tayo. Ganun-ganun lang, naka-1 oras na tayo.
May
Oh
yan,
my God, that's good.
may part 2 si Kuya Puto, may part
Yes,
2.
Kuya Puto, we'll have part 2, 3, 4, 5. Yan, Kuya Puto.
You know what, guys? It's my honor to be on the panel with tatlo kayo because like hindi sa pinalalaki ko yung ulo ninyo, but I am like your biggest fans.
Ooh,
Kuya Rice, nung na-monetize ako, you were there. You helped me so much to grow my channel. And Kuya Mark, ikaw naman, I watch you all the time. I got so many good ideas. Yung feel good yung vlog mo. Like lahat feel good, good vibes. I love it. And ikaw, Atina, I love watching your interviews. I really do. Because I pick up so many good things and good topics. So, idol ko kayong tatlo just to be here with you guys. It's such an honor for me. It
Nako,
really
pero
is.
ikaw ang pinaka-idol namin.
Ikaw ang
No,
Lodi.
no,
Yan ang
no,
totoo
no,
dyan,
no,
Kuya
no,
Puto. Ikaw ang
Diba?
Lodi.
No, 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 no.
Hindi, mga Dre, no, pagdating kasi sa, syempre, kumbaga, sino man titingnan mo pagdating sa usapang pera, kundi yung, alam niya, mga Dre, di ba? Si Kuya Puto, di ba? Si Ate Susan, silang dalawa. Yun nga lang, nakakatuwa kasi yung istorya nila, mga Dre, no? Kumbaga, sabi ko kay Kuya Puto, pwede bang ano, from rags to riches? Sabi niya, no, 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 no. Hindi, nabanggit niya
Being
naman po, no,
humble,
kung anong
eh.
pinagmulan
Oo,
ng
eh.
asawa niya at kung nasan sila ngayon. So, pagdating sa may katanungan kayo tungkol sa pera, kay Kuya Puto kayo lumapit. Di
Wala
ba?
Sana next time masama si Ate Susan,
Yung-
right? Oo.
Wala akong alam.
Oo,
Mas
si Ate Susan mahihiyain eh.
trial and error lang talaga. Trial and error. And sinabi na ni Mrs. To in many of my vlogs pag naka-feature siya, find a mentor.
Yeah.
Mentor.
Tsaka sabi ni Ate Susan, natandaan ko yung tumanim sa akin na maraming opportunities, so parang madaming yung maraming information, maraming opportunities, pero kung hindi ka gagalaw o hindi mo gagamitin, di ba?
Kailangan kumilos
Parang
ka.
it's
Kailangan
basically
kumilos
useless,
ka.
yeah. Oo.
Correct. Hindi
Kailangan
porke nandito
kumilos
ka na sa Canada, darating ang grasya sa iyo, 'di ba? Nang ganun-ganun.
Nakaganong ka lang, oh.
Oo, hintay ka lang
Wala
sa
naman.
bahay.
Nakikita kasi ng iba yung katulad nga, pag nakita ng iba, yung resulta na hindi nila nakita yung
Yung
hard work
paghihirap.
di ba?
Oh, may proseso yan. Mahabang proseso
Yeah.
yan.
Correct.
Oo.
Yeah.
Nako.
Oh,
Okay.
ipapakita na natin. Ito na po.
Oy, oo
Dumating
nga.
na po yung ating
Kuya Puto, thank you Kuya Puto ha.
No, thank you. It was my pleasure.
Oy, ayan, pakita mo, Mark.
Yung ating pamimigay. Marami to, marami Ayan, marami.
Ayan, meron na
Alam
kaming
niyo na.
umpisa ng merch. Ayan.
Ayan.
Kuya Puto, kailan ka ba magpapa-merch?
Let me know. Let me know.
Sa Nurse Bay, yan. Kung gusto niyo magpa-print, yan. Nurse Bay Custom Gear.
Custom
yan.
gear.
Diyan kayo
Yan.
magpa-print.
Thank you, Nurse Bay.
Ayan,
Custom
Nurse Bay.
Thank you.
gear. Ayan. O, ano ang mangyayari dyan? Sige, sabihin nila, Mark, ano ba? Kami nga ni Rice, wala pa. Si Mark pa lang ang
Oo
may
nga,
hawak
kami nga
niyan,
wala
eh.
pa.
Hindi, dadating sa inyo to. Dadating. Bigay nyo lang yung address nyo sa akin. Yan.
Ayan. Thank you, Nurse Bay.
Okay, thank you.
O, Manay, si
Puto.
Kuya Puto.
Sa ulitin, ha?
Papadalan din natin
Anytime.
yan
Just let me
later
know.
on pag
Anytime.
meron. Okay? Okay. O, ano? Okay na ba kayo?
Maraming salamat Kuya Puto.
Yan.
No,
thank you
thank
so
you.
much, Kuya Puto.
Hindi, mga Dre, no? Ito, seryoso mga Dre, ha? Kumbaga, maraming magagandang advice si Kuya Puto pagdating sa buhay sa Canada, sa pera, sa sasakyan, o kung ano man sikreto nila para kung paano sila naging matagumpay, mga Dre, no? Aminin naman ni Kuya Puto o hindi. Kung paano sila naging matagumpay sa buhay Canada, mga Dre, no?
Yan.
Marami siyang advice na kapupulutan nyo ng magagandang aral, mga Dre, no? So,
Correct.
yan po.
Yan.
Kuya Puto,
Okay.
thank you, Kuya Puto.
Thank you so
No,
much,
thank you.
Kuya
Thank
Puto.
you. Thank
We
you.
will end our episode there. Maraming salamat. Okay. Oh, bye guys. Ito na naman tayo sa ating hand gesture na hindi tayo masabay-sabay eh. Ang spot
Spot Pinoy.
Si Kuya Puto yan.
Thank you, Kuya Puto.
Bye. Don't leave yet, Kuya Puto.
Subscribe now.